pull up very quickly because I won't be doing my nightly broadcast tonight. But I've been watching a lot of videos and reading particular books. And something that interesting, and I know that you guys are connecting the dots as well, from Cat Williams to Terrence Howard to a lot of information and truth coming out. It's like the age of truth. And it's not just a slogan, it's like an energy that's in the atmosphere that is making everybody kneel to their own lies. The age of truth. And we see that in foundational Black Americans, also known as the American Negro, also known as the Native Black American, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And we're at the end of May here, June. There's going to be some astounding information that comes out about life, about the universe, about origins of different things and how things have amalgamated and transformed throughout the course of time. So if you guys haven't looked at the Shannon Sharp video with Cat Williams and then look at the Terrence Howard video interview with Joe Rogan, it's just mind-boggling of the great things that Black Americans are doing, Black Americans have done. And no one's really taken notice of all our great achievements. No one has really taken notice of it. It's like the common day inventions, Black Americans created that. And it's like those things are getting washed away, they're getting wiped away, they're being absent from memory because of narratives that's being pushed by systematic racism. What am I getting at? Just think about the greatness when you look up who invented this, who invented that, and you go to see that it was a Black man, and you go to see that there was a Black woman. But somehow we're illiterate, we're dumb, we're stupid. The age of truth, family, and the reason why I say it's important is because even Black people are now coming out of their shells. Even Black people are now awakened from their state of slumber. And I think it's important that we continue to evolve, because from Moses West creating an apparatus to capture the condensation out of the air and convert that and filter that into potable drinking water, to Terrence Howard patenting all these, all these universal physiological things of matter without really using math, but using that math is just proven by the facts of life. Like, it's crazy. It's some of this I can't even put into words because I don't have that vocabulary to explain what I've heard and what I've studied from his work, and how he got his work from another work to the dispute or I guess difference of factual information with him and Neil deGrasse Tyson. And to this day, Black people still, I don't get it, family. Why do people still think that Black people are stupid? They would like to create IQ tests and have you to be tested by the IQ test, because that is a test that they created to state who's intelligent or not, and then tell you that you will score low on the IQ test. But you had a Black man to create procedures to cure the blue baby syndrome, and he wasn't even a doctor, Vivian Thomas. You would have the three sisters that put together these very complex computations and algorithms to get NASA to space. We'd be creating ice cream, or even to this day, you have Ben Carson still alive, who successfully separated Siamese twins, blood transfusion. The list goes on and on and on, family. So I think we should pay close attention to people who are coming out with all sorts of truths, because this is going to be for our benefit. This is going to be for our benefit, because now, depending on how old you are, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s, I know you've seen a transformation in this world in the past couple of 10 to 15 years, especially Generation X, as well as the millennials. That shift and that change, and then the evolvement of evolution through technology. So when we connect all these things, family, again, if you haven't seen those interviews, Cat Williams with Shannon Sharp, Terrence Howard, it's a 3-hour video, family. I tell you, the one with Joe Rogan is a very long one, but I don't know if any of you guys caught my interview yesterday with P. Ray Easley, also known as Chicago Red. And I was reading you guys' comments, and I read a lot of the things that were going on in the chat as well. And she have a strong stance on why she believes that people, or black people rather, should vote for Donald Trump. I do not believe that. You guys know where I'm saying. I'm a foundational black American. If they're not putting anything on the table for black Americans, then you know where you are. And I got it. A lot of people are stating that sitting on a couch is not effective. Well, when we was sitting on the couch, when we was getting in line to vote, go get our button, and we're dashing the jig, going up to the voting booth, and we feel proud and we feel great because our ancestors died for this, and we didn't go vote it, we yield the same results. Kneel. So whether you're going to vote or not vote, if you're not voting anything specifically that's going to help the black American family, then not, because I think the way people look at it is that if they vote Joe Biden out, then by the way of illegal immigration and crime in black neighborhoods, Trump is going to deport all illegal immigrants, and that's going to help black folk. Okay, were we getting the jobs prior to the illegal immigrants coming here? That's the question. Were we getting the jobs prior to the illegal immigrants coming here? Or did the jobs start to decrease as the population of white people increased prior to this current decrease? And then, of course, they smuggle a lot in to take those jobs in the 70s and 80s. But at one point in time, would it be mostly of Central America, Hispanics coming over with the addition of other groups, okay? But that seems to be the main base of the illegal immigrants. But, you have Haitians, Africans, Caribbeans, Asians, etc. But the main base is Hispanics, and they're the replacement class. But don't forget, quite recently here, they was dropping off Asians in black neighborhoods. So we were never really getting jobs in the neighborhood, let alone some of the jobs. And then the jobs we do get are, the scum of the earth jobs. If you don't have a degree and you don't speak with a certain vernacular and vocabulary and lexicon, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So when we look at this family, man, it's so much, because I don't understand how we look at ourselves in a particular light where we don't believe ourselves as intelligent. We don't believe ourselves as capable of doing very astounding things. And I'm just like, I'll teach, my sons rather, about the different inventions, different procedures, all the great things that, black people have invented and innovated and created and found, whether it be through medicine or food or technology, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Even to that extent, family, do you know that this world has tricked every group of people to believing that black people are stupid, to believing black people are dumb? And they perpetuate that narrative through crime. They perpetuate that narrative through the governor of New York stating that basically black kids don't know what a computer is. That black people don't know what a computer is, or the black kids there do not know what a computer is. In 2024, family, in 2024, a lot of things have already been revealed, and a lot more things will be revealed, thank God. But in 2024, we have a New York governor state that black kids don't know what a laptop is. Whisker Biscuit said, what inventions? Look up Moses West and look up AWG. There you go. That's one of them. I just give you one out of the tens of hundreds of thousands. Walter Biscuit. So look that up. K-Dub says, I heard the Terrence Howard interview was fire, but I still think Cat Williams is the strongest one yet. Star says, why does your boy Ricky Manor hate on black people, especially women? Stars, I'm not commenting on that. I don't start the whole internet beef and discourse. You can leave that in the personal chat. As a matter of fact, you can email me. I have my email. I may respond to that, but I don't start the whole internet beefs. But yeah, family, I believe this is the age of truth and this is the rise of the Negro, because now that we are becoming aware of our condition, and you would think that it would come in opposite order. You would think that you would be self-aware and then you would be aware of your condition. That's not the way this happened to us. We became aware of our condition and now we're becoming self-aware. Does that make sense? Because it took external forces to show us what we were living in, to show us the conditions that we've been treated. Because I was looking at all these video clips of people in the Bronx in New York, Chicago. They're having literally parties or rallies, and they're basically saying black conservatives for Trump. All these Democrats have now converted to conservatism. Well, not conservatism, to being Republicans, or as they would state, MAGA Republicans. So, hey, this is going to be a very exciting year, family. Like I said, I'm not doing my normal broadcast this evening. But I, guys, just wanted you to think of, you haven't seen those interviews with Cat Williams and Terrence Howard. Cat Williams, Shannon Sharp, Terrence Howard, Joe Rogan. That is just only a sample of how extraordinary black people are and how intelligent we are. So please do not allow anyone to disrespect you, your lineage, who you are, and what you are, because in black American culture, we don't only have the mouthpiece for it, but we have the facts, the evidence, statistics, and metrics to back it up. You guys have a good one. Be one, family.